and actually it's a very, very, very exciting day this morning. It's been a long time coming. It's taken a lot to get to this point. I am sure, especially you all being in the field you're in, you are aware. It's not been easy. It's not been smooth. But at the same time, I really want to thank the voters and the people of Nakuru County. I think it's such a serious moment for me that even internalizing it. I mean, we started the journey, I want to say about probably seriously about last year sometime, culminating in our partnership here with my DG Kones. We've been out there on the ground, and from seeing how much faith the people of Nakuru County have in our ticket, I'm just amazed. I'm a bit overwhelmed. I am so thankful for the love and support of the people of Nakuru County, for my party, UDA, because they nominated us, and one, I didn't even have to go through a nomination process because they believed in us that much. So it's been a long journey, but this morning is really profound. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful to God, to family, to friends, to supporters, to all the residents of Nakuru County. But once again, really, it's a really high point, but it's also now truly the beginning of a journey. We have now stepped left behind the being aspirants, and now we are candidates. We carry the hopes of the people of Nakuru on our shoulders. We carry their aspirations on wanting to see a better Nakuru, on transforming Nakuru together. There is millions of people expecting us to deliver for them. So we know that as much as we are excited, the journey has only just begun. But what I know is we are a hard-working team. We shall get out there to every village in the remaining 62 days or so. We shall galvanize, we shall mobilize the vote, and on August 9th, which is just a couple of months away, I am sure, I am hopeful, I am prayerful that we shall be the winners for the gubernatorial seat in this county of Nakuru.
What will this mean for the Kihika Kimani family going forward?
Well, as I have moved around the county, and I have done so quite a bit, because I've been in this politics for about now 10 years. I have walked and felt how big my father's shoes are. And even as I have tried to sort of make a difference, and also, it's okay. As I have tried to walk in his very big shoes, and I have gone to every corner of this county, be it in Joro, be it in Rongai, be it in Bahati, be it in Kuresoi, there is always a part where I'll go and they'll tell us, these iron sheets, your father started this school for us. And I know at the time they didn't even have CDF, they barely had a salary, because I remember my father used to make like 6,000 shillings a month, and he was, you all know, he had a big family. So to imagine the kind of work he did, the land settlements across the county, the many schools he built. You go to Bahati, for example, when he built the Jomo Kenyatta High School, it was the biggest high school in Kenya, actually. And he didn't even name it after himself. So I come in the shoulders and I walk in the shoes of a great man. But now beyond that, you just go to there, Mile Kumi, for example. I'm just using Bahati as an example. And there is the Bahati District Hospital. He built that at his time. There was no CPF. So he was a man who was ahead of his time. In fact, he used to tell us that he dreamt about Bahati High School, or Guatanero then, Jomo Kenyatta now, secondary school, in the night. Like he woke up at night and dreamt about it, and woke up in the morning and mobilized to get that done. So you go to Lamdiek in Joro, to all the parts of this county. Now, leave alone that, the lands, the settlements. I was in Elementaita the other day. And all they talk about is, these are the shambas that your father gave us. Now we need you to come and get us title deeds. So there is a lot of work to do, because I come, like I said, I am coming behind shoes that are so big, but I never lose track of how much is expected of me, how much I'm carrying on my shoulders. And that is why I know in my heart I will not disappoint the people of Nakuru. There is a lot of work to do, and I have a great helper here.
Finally, to quote you, you said Nakuru is progressive because you are among the first female candidates for the governorship. And going forward, what is your manifesto for Nakuru, and especially making Nakuru the progressive town? Because I believe nationally will be the county, if all the women win, that has the highest number of women lead.
In fact, I have often said, about a year ago, I put a post. I got a t-shirt, and I got a few t-shirts actually, just a kind of a side note story there. And I got my colleagues who are running for governor, women from the UDA party. And I got them t-shirts that said, the future is female. And at the time, if you go back to my Facebook, I mean, everybody just went crazy. Like, what are you talking about? Like, where are you going with this? But I can tell you, I can see there is something happening. Be it from they're having a chief justice now, who is Martha Kones, to when you look at a county like Nakuru, we are really competitive. The 3 top seats, women are very, very competitive. And I promise you, I don't doubt that on August 9th, Nakuru will have a lady governor, a lady senator, and a lady president. And it's not even so much that we are running on just a campaign of electors because we are ladies. No. One, it is because I believe we've become so progressive that people have seen that what a man can do, a woman can do. And do I dare say a woman can even do better? So I am grateful to the people of Nakuru, but I am not surprised. When I was the Speaker of Nakuru County in 2013 to 2017, I had the highest number of elected women members of the County Assembly in Kenya. I had 8 elected women. So that was a first for the whole Kenya. Because other counties didn't even have a single one. So they had to nominate to just get members, MCAs who are women. So we are coming on that background, and then you have now constituencies in Nakuru County that women are MPs. You have Wangare in Gilgil, Charity in Joro, Kathambi, Kihara in Naivasha, a woman senator. You know, that was also a first. You know, now we are doing so many firsts that we kind of lose track sometimes. We were only 3 women elected senators in Kenya, and 3 governors only. So for Nakuru to keep being part of that, there is something very progressive about Nakuru. What that means is Nakuru people are not looking at you and wondering, or looking at you in a gender perspective, you know. They are looking to get capable people with capacity. And we have women in Nakuru who have such capacity. We have also come forward to contest for these seats, but the electorate of Nakuru has not let us down because they keep supporting us. And I am sure that will be the same thing August 9th. Now, very quickly, on our agenda, there is also something that women bring to the table. I tell you, when I go around this county, the first thing that I see, maybe as a woman leader, the first thing I see is how much we need water across the county. I'm not saying the male gender doesn't see it, but I notice it more, you know, from wherever it may be. Will I be in Joro, in Bahati, in Rongai, in Kuresoi? You notice water, Naivasha is an issue across the board, Gilgil, wherever. So as a woman leader, I have said, and I have said it again and I'll say it, one of my biggest priorities will be water. We have talked with my party leader, now our presidential candidate, His Excellency William Ruto. And this is what we have said. When we both get elected, because I believe it's not if, but I know we will, God willing, we shall both be elected. Him as president and myself as the governor with DG Kones hapa. What we shall do is there is the Baringo, the dam on the Baringo side, the Chemasusu Dam. We intend to make sure that that water comes to the Nakuru side, to Bahati, Subukia, Rongai, and a bit of town. We have said one of the biggest priorities he will make sure he has given us is the Itare Dam that had bad politics that made its completion be halted. Yet nobody was prosecuted for it. So we know it was just bad politics. So with that, we'll be able to resolve the water issues in Kuresoi North, Kuresoi South, Njoro, Molo, and Town, Nakuru East and West. Now, there is another big dam on the side of Nyandarua. Malewa Dam. That will help us solve the water issues in Gilgil and Naivasha. So when I stand here, I want the people of Nakuru County to know that in the next year or two, water issues will be a thing of the past. And it's not just clean drinking water, but even for our irrigation, for our farming, and that sort of stuff. Farming is a big issue in this county too. We want to make sure our farmers get subsidized fertilizers, certified seeds, extension officers who will be able to really work with farmers and be able to show them what are the better crops to get better returns. But also, we intend to prioritize cooperatives in this county, so that now we bring back those days of cooperatives where farmers are able to organize themselves in a cooperative, where we are then able to give them a lot of access to credit, so that now as we talk about subsidized fertilizers and certified seeds, through the cooperatives, that is able to happen. But beyond that, to bring them together to get better markets for our crops across the county, add value to our crops through this cooperative. So that's going to be a big thing. We intend to have, my intention is that our administration will set aside about 1 billion shillings for those cooperatives, where farmers are able, through the cooperatives, to access money to be able to do better in farming and to be able to make money in farming. We shall also be very, very focused on making our small and medium enterprises especially do better. We have seen a governor who has completely just finished our small businesses, especially in this town, where he just threw out the matatus with no regard to what would happen to those livelihoods. So what I'm saying is, it can be a win-win. The town can be decongested by having maybe only 2 matatus in town, while the others are in a holding area. When one fails, another one comes in, so that we don't completely kill an industry just to be able to put cobro and trees in the town center. Now you have supermarkets where you can't even come in and offload the goods, or if I go to town and I want to buy those goods, those businesses are dying on a daily basis because of the trees that are being planted in town. So those are some of the things we shall do away with immediately. Some of the other things there is put another 1 billion shillings a year towards a fund for enterprises, so that all these mama mbogas, our boda guys, are able to come get those bodas instead of paying 400 shillings, which I'm told when I go to Maunaro, when I go to Waseges, regardless of where I am, when I go to Tinet, they say they pay between 300 to 430 per day, every day. These guys, the fuel is so high. There are no good roads in most of this county. The access roads are poor. Now there is a thing called Sijui system, Sijui parking, that is killing our bodas. If they don't go to work for 2 months and the boda is in storage, you still have to pay for all those months. I mean, there's something very punitive about our small businesses. So what we intend to do is have an enterprise fund where they can come get money and pay us less than 100 shillings per month. So we are actually putting it at 60 shillings per month without interest. Our mama mbogas be able to access loans. So those are some of the things we intend to do. We intend to make sure that our hospitals work for everybody. There's a lot of what I would call rooms, actually, as I've gone around the county. They're actually rooms, or it's like my house, because all people are saying they get is a Panadol. I went to Biashara ward in Naivasha the other day. They say the dispensary closes at 4 p.m. On the weekends, it's closed, and on the holiday, it's closed. So I asked, does disease know that the nurse needs to go off at 4 p.m. so that diseases stop messing up with our people, and they know that it's the weekend, so they need to wait until Monday? You know, it doesn't make sense. It's illogical. It's silly. So it's a county that has a lot of resources. I have fought as a senator, and we've gotten a lot of resources into the county. There's a lot being collected, but we are not feeling the county government. A lot of the big projects that this administration has been showing off and boasting about, most of them are World Bank projects. Most of them are national government projects. So we have not been able to get value for our money. So with my DG here, Kones, and our administration, we intend to change that. We intend to make sure that Nakuru people feel there is a county government. ECDs across. We went to one that parents had made the other day. I think I was in some ward. I was in Morindat ward in Gilgil. It was a matope little place, the toilet, and it's what the parents could do. They have no teachers. The parents are employing these ECD teachers across the county, in a county that has billions of shillings, when we cannot take care of the little kids at the basic level. then really what are we doing? So my point is, I will be making sure that we are taking care of those kids by making sure we build enough ECDs, employ teachers as a county government, but I will go a step further now, where I was saying about, I'm not saying vote for me as a woman, but I'm saying there's also something different I bring to the table as a woman. I will make sure we have a feeding program in every ECD classroom in this county. So there is a lot to do.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is the work has just begun. I can talk to you until 6 p.m. today on what we intend to do.
It's okay.
So and I know we have a lot of supporters waiting for us out there, but at least I hope you have a little bit of, we need to make sure our infrastructures work. We build markets across the county. You have many places where they don't even have a toilet. We went to Elementaita ward where they were saying there is a market, but there are no toilet, there are no doors. So the women use the market, the toilet without doors. I mean, it's ridiculous. All you need to do is put a security or two at the markets. So the women also don't have to carry their wares home every day. Employ for them security so they're able to leave them there. So there's a lot of work to be done, but I believe we are the right team for that work.
Thank you.
And we shall get it done.
Congratulations.
Asante.